subscribe, like, comment, and don't forget to share. First trade, and this is a BTC long. So this is my buy bids, and I checked the high of that candle, that red candle, and the high of the red candle is my entry. Now you can see my account balance, $37.4. That was my account balance, and I had to put the position, and the low of the candle was also my SL. So I put the position and CP at 120.
I'm just saying that BTC have triggered like 1 hour ago. Open. Look at what price is doing. Look at what price is trying to do. Well, you can see that.
This did not go well as I hit SL. You can see the position here. Second trade, and this second trade was a very massive one. Got triggered here, and just like that we started riding this guy. You can see I positioned the position on TradingView normal, and just trying to make everything clean and the way it is supposed to be. So this is the position of Bybit. You can see, and that's the position already riding, and you can see I got to $20 or even got to $30 at some point. The second position on TradingView, I did not enter it, but this last position I decided to enter it, and the position actually did me dirty. It did not go well as I planned. We check this TradingView, I seen 3 positions there. The second one is the one I did not enter, but that third one, it did me dirty. $30 up, but when that last position failed to work out, it left me with just $12. You can see it up there, and I had to take my share, as usual. So, and that is it.
Guys, sorry for bringing you here on my channel. This is my Telegram channel. It's a free signal channel. You can see the name, Coatech Free Signal. Now, the main reason why I brought us here is so I can tell you how I got this trade from scratch. Now, if you check, you see that the date here above is August 2nd. I saw this FVG on weekly, and I wrote to my channel. I said, weekly view bullish, price returns to the consequent encroachment. I will just go to lower time frame, which is LTF, for SSSS. This is liquidity, and then MSS, which is market structure shift. So I went down to that lower time frame, which is 1 hour. Remember, I got this from weekly FVG. So coming to 1 hour, I have not seen what I am looking for. I then marked the MSS and SSS. Now I wrote patiently waiting. Now you can see that I waited until August 3rd, and then look at what price did on 30 minutes. Price consolidated on that price consolidated on that weekly FVG, and look at what it did. If you look down, you see that SSS taken, and it did MSS. Look at MSS inside that BOS. Alright, so, and I said I would like to buy from this order block. You can see how I marked the order block with that blue rectangle. I said I would like to buy from the order block, and of course I set my position there, and my target was the high of that weekly weekly structure. Look at the high there. The high there is almost 124k. So I put this on the third. I saw that on the third, and I said free signal, trade type, day trade, order type, limit, long BTC, entry this, stop loss this, take profit 1 this, take profit 2 this. Use your risk management or use 10% of your capital. Don't be greedy. So I'm actually using 10% of my capital. So, and look at on the 5th. Okay, this one is good. Let's go down to the trade here. The trade actually came down to trigger on the 5th. Look at it, August 5th, and you can see it triggered. Look at the reaction there when the trade triggered, and look at it here. So the trade went down, and look at how it was going, and I set this position, this very position. I did not enter it. I just set this position, and I expected that price will come back down here to this order block, and of course price did come down. So this was how this trade went, and the worst mistake that I made, and I am not going to make that mistake again. So please help me, Lord. Look at this position here. This position is on 15 minutes, and I wanted to add more position here. It's not wanted, I actually added more position here. And what happened is that my former position became automatically new position. And what I am trying to explain is the SL that was down below here, down below this line, this 122, this black line you can see below here, this 122,763. Actually I have broken, I think I broke even then, but my stop loss went up to this new position, and this new position did not actually work out. So I was out of this trade, and it pained me to the core. Although I came out with $12 profit, I was supposed to get 50 something dollars from this trade if it goes to TP, but because of this position that I added, it just gave me $12. So I have said that I will not be adding position again, like adding more position. I will just be leaving my position to run on this Bybit, because this is how Bybit does. It is not like MetaTrader 5. So, and this was how the trade went. You can see when it hits SL, that's new position, and I said out of position. It entered me, but it is what it is. I had this position set. Okay, I actually wanted price to come down and take me in before going to the final take profit, but what price did not actually come down to take me in. Instead, price went to take profit. You can see it here. Price went to take profit here, and I was supposed to close this very position because I already missed entry, but I did not close it. I didn't close the position, and look at where the position triggered. When the position triggered, I think I did a record on when the position triggered. Look at when the position triggered. Here I wrote triggered, but then price was already, just took out liquidity and was already dropping. So although I came out on this trade break even, because look at this. This is a 4-hour. He created this OP, but this is not my kind of OP, and price was just doing somehow, and I was double mind. I had double mind on price movement, so I had to break even to be on the safer side. Now you can see what I wrote. Price action is somehow. I will have to break even now. Now this position, now I wasn't supposed to be on this position initially because price has already gotten to TP, and I would have just been looking for selling opportunity. So look at, it was already running this before, and look at it here. After I have broken even, look at it. It still came down to my SL. And look at the amount I lost for this one is service charge and all that. So I stopped at break even. I wanted to say this one too, it didn't trigger. I cancelled it. Limit order, I can see set. So, and that is how. And look at when the position went to full take profits. Now look at what I wrote here. TP. What actually happened here is that I set this limit order on my instant funding account. Let me show you. I set the limit. I'm very sorry for taking this $30 challenge to MetaTrader 5, but I just want to show you. I set the limit order on my instant funding account, and I made a very silly mistake on that account as well. I did not calculate the risk proper. I didn't calculate the risk proper. Now look at it here. Where is that BTC trade? If you look here, you see 0.01. Count from up 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the trade. 0.01. That was my risk, and I was actually supposed to risk I think 0.08 or 0.09. So only this trade would have made me to pass this account, but due to my silly mistake, I risked 0.01. So you can see the entry 112,746, and you can see the exit 123,273. Now look at the entry here. Let's go back to that entry. I just want you guys to see that my mistake actually cost me a lot, and it pained me. Look at it, the entry here 112,763. That was the entry. You can see the exit here 123,246. So, but it is what it is, and that was how that particular trade went. It went to take profit. You can see what I wrote here. TP hodled for 8 days. I didn't get to TP on my Bybit because I added position, although my MT5 reached TP. But again, I made a mistake on the risk calculation as I risked less. But overall, I came out with profit from this trade. So that's how it went. And this is my channel. You can subscribe to this channel. The link is in the description.
And the third trade is here. You can see the position as I put it. Actually, when the other one hit me out, I had to look for entry, and this was the entry that I got. But something happened, and what happened is that the price went to take profits before coming back to this very entry, and that was not what I was expecting. I just expected a price you take me and go. You can see price already went to TP before coming down again, and what happened is that I was not that sure again if the price is going to hold, and I had to break even, which later turns out to be a good idea, because guess what price did? Price actually came back to my break even and hit me out at B, and that was how this very trade went. The fourth trade, this was the position, perfect order block, and it is what it is.
I lost this position. Go back. When I look at the position here,
$3.67. You can see that's what I lost.
$0.7 you are seeing here. This one is a mistake. I had to close it.
I will also show you the position on TradingView, so you can see what price actually did there, and look at the position. And here is it on TradingView. You can see the other block that I took price from.
There's this position here. You can see how this is the other block I used. Look at what price did.
Fifth trade, and this is the position. I had to set it on my Bybit. You can see the low of that candle. You can see I marked the low. The low was my entry, because that candle is the order block. So I impute the position and checked the TradingView to, here is the position, and that is my SL, and I was just targeting the lowest points, which actually was my take profits. And look at the low there. The low there was actually 1086. I did 1086 something, but I later dropped the take profits to the lowest point, because I was later convinced that price was gonna go to that lowest point, and that was how this trade went. Then I had to take my first profit. Listening, you will hear when I was saying it.
Guys, I will be taking my first I will be taking profit 1 here. I would like to take profit 1 here.
Going to my Bybit to take profit 1, but then
go here.
You can see $15.
Take profit 1. Let me see what the close by 75 is.
$5.
50% is $5. It's looking small to me. Let's say if 50% will give us $6, but that is not the proper way of trading. I'll take 50% off here and I'll leave the rest to run. That's $6.
And I had to close it right away.
So I've taken $6.
And that was how I took partials and left the rest
Let me check it.
to run to TP.
You can see it here.
This was the $6.
$6. Take profit 1. And I've already broken even since yesterday. If I go to 1 hour, you can see the trade here. So now allow the rest to run. Trade that I took, and I will break this down on how I got this trade. Actually, I noticed that BTC is dropping. BTC is bullish, but it is retracing. So I was actually looking out for sales, and then I saw this BOS. Look at this BOS here. Let me zoom in. This one, this BOS, this one here, and I say let me look for OB that caused this BOS. And then if you look here, you can see the OB here. And why I consider this OB to be a very valid one is because of this inducement IDM. Look at this inducement here. And I said if price come back here, I would like to sell. And where will I take profit? The low, this low here. So I waited patiently for price to come back. You can see that price came up. Price came up here, dropped, came here, dropped again before going back to my POI, which is that 1 hour OB. Very valid one. And you can see where I put my position. So here is it, and that is how I got the trade. I have also marked this because this is already BOS. This is BOS, and I have already marked another OB there, but I think I've seen a very closer OB that I might be interested in, and this is BOS. Look at the OB that I have already marked, this very one. So if price would come back up here again, I will still be interested in selling, but until then I'll be waiting to see what price will do. So that is how I got this trade, and this is 6 hour. Actually, I took partials on this trade. When this trade was around here, I took partials. I took 50%. It was I think $6. Yes, it was $6. So until TP, and this trade made me how much? Let me check. Made me 6 plus 12. That's $18. It was supposed to be $21 in total if I would have left the trade to run to TP, but I took partials and I do not regret it. So here is the P&L. You can see the first partial that I took here. This is the position that I lost, and here is the first partial, see, $6. And look at the second, the final take profit, which is this $12. $5. So this is a total of 12 plus 6 is 18. Now I'm going to take 20% from that 18. We'll go to calculator. 18, 20. I just need 20% of 18, and that is 3.6. So I'll be taking 3.6 from here to my funding, and you can see that we have grown to 58, but 3.6 will be going from here to my funding. Is transfer. Let's transfer. I'm transferring USDT from within account. Yes, within account, from Unified to funding, and I want to transfer 3.6. That is my own share from the win, from the one trade. Confirm. Let me check. It went through. You can see my funding is now $6 and Unified is $54. So I am up $54. My risk now will be $5 and above, and that is 10% of my account. So I'll be risking $5 on any trade.